and welcome to YouTube Tuesday, session 153, with me, Jessica Brigden of DSP Creative Cardiology. Hello, hello, happy Tuesday. I hope you are having a great start to the week. I have some awesome cards to share with you today. And to make this week even better, Stampin' Up! Has announced a free shipping flash sale for tomorrow, Wednesday, June 21st, one day only. And it is on orders of $75 or more, but we know the shipping is 11% here in the United States. It's $7.95 minimum or 11%. So a free shipping sale is awesome, and that is on top of the 15% off Designer Series paper sale that is also happening this month. So you can double dip, even better. To top it all off, if you really want to double dip, you could join my Creative Cardiology team of Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. You get a bonus $30 free product in your kit. So that's a total of $155 of product for just $99 plus tax. And then you could place your first order tomorrow and get your demo discount on top of the free shipping and the 15% off Designer Series paper sale too. So send me a message, give me a call. I'm happy to help you with that and sort out any questions you have. Happy to help you with your orders. All right, all of that information is there in the video description there, as well as a link to my online store. Hi, Wendy. Hi, David. Hello, hello. All right, glad to know some of you are joining me today. Because of this free shipping sale and the Designer Series papers on sale, I'm going to share a couple of projects that use my favorite Designer Series paper, and that is the Masterfully Made collection. It's bright, it's beautiful, it's so full of color. We've got lots of artistic elements to it. We've got flowers, we've got kind of a collage look. It's my favorite, and so I'm going to share this with you today. You can find it on pages 102 and 103 of your annual catalog, as well there in the online store. But I think you're really going to like these projects. One is going to be kind of a traditional card. We're going to do some fun crumpling elements. We're going to add in some of this amazing the glimmer paper that coordinates with it. And then I'm going to do a fun fold take on an easel card that uses the Lighting the Way, the fun little lantern set with the lightning bugs. I think you're really going to like that. So I'm going to flip the camera here so we can go ahead and get started. All right. Okay, so flip this around. Here we go. You can see I've got my catalog open to pages 102 and 103. You can see this gorgeous collection of product here. All right, the collection includes the Designer Series paper, the gorgeous sequins, as well as the gorgeously made stamp set and die bundle here. I've got a leaf ready to go. You can see the glimmer paper I've got there, and I've got another die piece here. So some really fun elements to this. And I'm excited to share that with you. So make sure you got your paper trimmer handy, because we are going to do a little scoring for our fun fold here. All right, and you want to keep in mind I do have my own little special on top of these fantastic deals. All right, so make sure you write down my host code 3HB9KFFX. If you place an order with me tomorrow, that is June 21st. All right, if your order is $35 or more, then you're actually going to get a little card kit to make 3 cards, 2 of the cards that we're making today, as well as a third. And if you do the $75 to qualify for the free shipping, then I'll also throw in a sampler, and you can choose from the Delightful Daisy, the Fresh as a Daisy sampler here. It's got 4x6 sample of each of the Fresh as a Daisy Designer Series papers, along with some of the in-color ribbon embellishments and coordinating cardstock. So you could choose from that, or a sampler, it will look like this, of the Delightfully Eclectic Designer Series paper. This is one of the mega paper stacks. and I will chop this up into some 4x6 pieces, pair it with some coordinating cardstock and embellishments as well. So you can choose that as a free gift if your order is over $75. So with a $75 order, you'll get the 3 card kit as well as the sampler of your choice. All right, so bonus. All right, so I've got my stamp sets we're going to use today are Gorgeously Made and are Lighting the Way. If you haven't noticed, this one was in the spring mini catalog. It's the Lighting the Way bundle, and it includes this gorgeous little set of dies. It's got the fun lantern, we've got lightning bugs, we've got the greenery to die cut the stamped images here. Really super cute and fun for summertime. And so I've got a really neat card to show you that we're going to use that for too. All right, so let's go ahead and start with our Gorgeously Made, Gorgeously Made, Masterfully Made all together. All right, so I'm going to start with a card base of fresh freesia. And then we're going to pick one of these beautiful patterns of the Masterfully Made Designer Series paper. And this one's tough because I love both sides. I love the pretty peacock with the Lost Lagoon leaves. But I love this side. It's got some blueberry bushel, some of the new Azure Afternoon, and all these pretty little flowers on it. So we're going to use that. Then I'm going to use a piece of basic white Designer Series paper. And I've cut that to 2 3/4 by 4 inches. And you can see I've got this fun little element down the side. I have pre-die cut that with this fun little torn paper edge die. All right, so you can see it's got the stitching on here. It's got that neat little notebook edge. All right, lots and lots of fun. All right, we need one of our neat detailed gorgeous leaves. I've used the Pretty Peacock shimmer paper. That is from the Soft Shimmer paper pack. It's a 12 by 12 pack, and it includes sheets of Pretty Peacock, Berry Burst, Fresh Freesia, Lost Lagoon, and Night of Navy here. So it's solid on one side, and it's got this gorgeous glittered shimmer. It is nice and smooth, so you don't have to worry about flakes of glitter falling off. It's really easy to work with, and it's beautiful. All right, so we're going to pair that together as well. And then I've used this smaller, kind of little torn edge die, and I've cut a piece of Azure Afternoon, another little piece of basic white, and we will go ahead and we'll pull in some ribbon as well. I'm going to use the sheer ribbon combo pack, and we can use one of the ribbons of either the we can use it probably the Azure Afternoon or even the Bubble Bath. That's fairly close. We can use either of those. Okay, so we've got everything we need here. Let's go ahead and start by folding our card base. All right, so this is 5.5 by 8.5. And we're going to fold it here at the 4 1/4 mark. All right, nice and easy. All right, then we are going to adhere our Designer Series paper, and depending on which portion of the paper pack, all right, so you can see the full sheet of the paper here. It's so pretty. So it kind of blends from this darker navy blueberry bushel, and then it goes down into these flowers. So depending on which section of the paper you use, your card will look just a little different there. Okay. All right. Pull everything in here so I don't lose it. Okay, so we're going to start with gluing this down. I know, I love this side too. It's so pretty. That's why I love this Designer Series paper sale. You might as well grab a couple of packages. And of this one, if you have one that's your favorite, like Masterfully Made is mine, then you want to get a couple packages because it's just so pretty. All right, so again, our basic white here was 2 3/4 by 4. Yes, 2 3/4 by 4. And I know this is going to drive some of you nuts, but we are going to go old school on this. And I am going to tear the edge. I'm going to go about a third of the way up the right side edge of my paper panel here. And I'm going to tear that down towards the corner. I'm just going to rip that bottom edge off. Now, if tearing that drives you nuts, there is actually a torn edge die in this gorgeously made die set in the bundle there. But the old school way to do it is just to tear it. All right, and then we're going to texturize this a bit. We're not going to pull in any embossing folders. We're going to go old school again. We are going to do some stamp therapy and take our stresses of the day out on our paper here. Go ahead and crumple that all up. All right, so you have, pretend you're in school, you have this notebook paper you just ripped out of your binder and you wadded it up. And hopefully you were a good student and you didn't throw it at another classmate. But we all know what happens in classrooms. All right, so we were all good students, of course. We're going to smooth this out now, but it does have some fun texture to it. All right, so just kind of smooth that out a little bit. Add your adhesive on here. Like I said, this Masterfully Made paper really lends itself to kind of this collage look. And lots of fun. Okay, so we've got that on here. We've smoothed it out a little bit, but it still keeps that fun character of the texture. Here on our designer series paper, I have taken this gorgeous leaf. There's a couple of them here in the paper pack. The dies do not exactly cut out the leaves on the stamps there, but you have this detailed leaf as well as this other one with kind of the rounded edges there. All right, so got lots and lots of different shapes and elements in this gorgeously made bundle. But isn't that pretty? All right, so we're going to pop this out. I already put adhesive sheet on the back of my shimmer paper before I die cut it. The adhesive sheets come in 6x12 packages here. And what I did is I just cut like a 4x6 section, glued it to a 4x6 piece of my shimmer paper, and then ran that through. Okay, so we're going to pop this out. Now what I like about this die, which I think sometimes it's a little hard to tell on here, but so you obviously have the little cutouts on each leaf, but on other parts of the leaf you have just a textured element. Okay, so we're not actually going to punch out every little bit from this intricate die because some of those little bits are intended to stay. So, for example, on each leaf, oops, here we go, pop out the one section, okay, but then the other stays. So pop out the one section, oops, and the other stays here. Trying to get that so I can show you. There we go. All right, so this piece is going to stay. It's got a little texture, little embossing on it. All right, and that's going to be for each leaf. I do like too, the shimmer paper adds a little sturdiness to these intricate die cuts. They are quite delicate, so when you use the shimmer paper, it strengthens it a little bit, and then especially when you add the adhesive sheet on the back, then that makes it much easier. All right, I'm going to use my take your pick tool, my little poker end here. All right, like I said, this paper is a bit sturdier, so sometimes you need a little more help just poking some of those intricate sections out. Okay, just a little bit just to get it started there. Okay, but then once you've got these popped out, did I get that one? There we go. Then the nice thing is we're going to just pop off the adhesive sheet from the back, and then we don't have to worry about any liquid glue or fine tip glue or anything like that. Love, love, love my adhesive sheets. Okay, so we've got it all. Really, really pretty. Nice embossing detail on there. I found for this, it's almost easier to start at the stem and just grab it, bend it back a little bit. That adhesive sheet will automatically separate right from there. You don't have to have fingernails or anything. Just bend that stem back. That'll separate. Pull that off gently. Okay. Now your sticky is already on here, and we're going to place this right here in the center of our card. Isn't that so pretty? Love that. Gorgeous. All right, so we want to add just a few extra little details. Of course, we need a spot where we can stamp our sentiment. All right, I'm going to use the little torn edge die, also from that same Gorgeously Made bundle here. And I die cut two, so one in Azure Afternoon as a fun little contrast, one in the basic white, and then we've got some ribbon. So let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment here. And actually all three fit. So we could do "You're a great friend," "Thank you," "Hello." I think I'm going to go with the "Thank you." All right, so I'm going to pop that out here. I haven't actually used all of the stamps in this set yet. I've been playing with the dies, having lots and lots of fun with those. So we will take the label here off of our "Thank you" set. All right, just pop that right onto the backing so I can see what it says there. We'll grab our little block. This is the G block. And I'm going to stamp in, you could do Azure Afternoon. I've got some Blueberry Bushel handy here. It's just a little bit darker. You could even go with Pretty Peacock to go with the die cut leaf. All right, and we're going to stamp that here onto our die cut piece. All right, that feels a little crooked to me. Even though this is a collage card, I do want it a little bit straighter. So we'll go best of two here. I'm stamping a little high. All right, it is what it is. Sometimes that happens. All right, so let's take this. I'm going to put just a tad of adhesive on the back and kind of layer these a bit, just so that the Azure Afternoon piece peeks out from behind. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of dimensionals. All right, I've got some here. I keep all my little spare half-used pieces. It's just a clear envelope. Helps keep them a little bit organized on my messy desk. All right, let's take a couple of these. Okay. And we'll put this, I don't want to cover up my leaves, but how about this? We'll just kind of add that down here, okay? So again, we're kind of just collaging our page. And then we'll come in with some of the, let's go with Azure Afternoon. I had just a short snippet piece, but I think I want to do a bow. How about that? So let's grab our little bow maker here, okay? And we're going to come around. All right, take the back piece, cross it over the front, poke it down through the middle, up over the top, and then put a knot in the ends there. Pull it tight, 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 okay? And then we'll trim off the edge. All right, so we'll just slide that up. Look at that, perfect, gorgeous little bow here. So cute. Okay. And then I just need some glue dots. which we'll see. I don't know if I have, yes I do, okay. I was gonna say, I thought I had my glue dots. I've got a half package out on my other table as well. So let's go ahead, grab a glue dot. Put this on the back here. Okay. All right. And then, yeah, just kind of stick that on here, frame in our sentiment a little bit, and it doesn't necessarily look quite so crooked. All right, trim up our ends. Okay. I feel like that one's really angled. Let's not angle that quite as much. Okay. All right, so there we have our first card. What do you guys think? Isn't that pretty? Love it. So cute. And like I said, depending on what section of the paper you use, it comes out just a little bit differently. Let me show you a couple other samples I have made. All right. This one, instead of using fresh freesia, I used bubble bath. Can you guys see the little difference? The fresh freesia is definitely more purple. The bubble bath is a lighter pink. All right, but same card element, different section of the designer series paper. I used a congratulations sentiment on there with the bubble bath ribbon. Oh, we need some of the little sequins. Can't forget about our bling. All right, these are the adhesive backed trio sequins. They come in Berry Burst, Pretty Peacock, and then this iridescent color. So let's add some of these. Okay. Let's go with the smaller ones. All right, so I've got a strip here. We'll do the white one at the edge of our sentiment. Maybe we'll add pink one over here, and then Pretty Peacock towards the top. Fun, you could do all same color. I like using 3 different colors. Kind of fun there. All right, super cute. And then another way to change it up, again, it would be just do a little straight line of adhesive. All right, so there's a couple other variations of that. All right, so lots and lots of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I just love, love, love this designer series paper. All right, so next we are going to make what I think is a Masterfully Made card. I'm very proud of this one. I designed this myself, and it's a fun take. It's not exactly an easel card. It's a stand-up card. And what it does is, I think you'll be excited when we get it all together. You could stand it up on your desk or your mantle or something. And if you get a couple of these battery-operated tea lights, I just grabbed a trio from the Dollar Tree. And we're going to light up our card. So for this one, we are using the Lighting the Way bundle. All right. I believe actually in the catalog now, because this carried over from the Spring Mini, that the stamps and the dies are a la carte now. They're not exactly bundled, but both elements are still in here. All right, so with this, and let me show you here on the trimmer. All right, so with this piece, we started with a 4 1/4 by 11 piece of designer series paper. So we did a half sheet and we cut it lengthwise here at 4 1/4. All right, the long ways. Now, then you're going to extend your trimmer here, and you are going to, on the long side, all right, you're going to score it here at 4 1/2. You're going to move it on over, all right, to the 9-inch mark. Okay, so scoring at 4 1/2, scoring at 9. Okay, scoring at 9 3/4, and then scoring again at 10 1/2. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 score marks. Okay, so 4 1/2, 9, 9 3/4, and 10 1/2. Okay, then you also need a piece of designer series paper. This piece is 4x4. And then I'm using a piece of the Vellum Basics Designer Series paper. It comes in fun little designs. There's a leaf design, a polka dot, and I believe a stripe. This is the leafy one. And this is a 3-inch square. All right, and then I've already die cut my lantern from Pretty Peacock and a couple of lightning bugs here from the brushed gold Designer Series paper. Okay. All right, so those are the pieces that we're going to need. All right. On this piece, all right, so on the small edge, that little 1/2-inch section, you are going to place a piece of the Terran tape. All right, this card is designed to be held and handled, so Terran tape will give you a nice strong hold. So just a little piece along the edge. Okay, and then on the opposite end here, on your 4 1/4-inch section, you're going to use your stitched Stylish Shapes dies, the stitched circle. All right, so what I did first is I used the largest stitched circle here on my piece of Masterfully Made Designer Series paper. Now that pattern was this piece with the gorgeous, with like the all over paper flower pattern. So this is kind of maybe a unique pattern to use with this, but I thought it would be fun. It's kind of like the lantern in the garden, and the lightning bugs come out at night. Okay, so I die cut my hole from the center of my 4x4 Designer Series paper first. Then I lined this up. Well, this one's a little off. Okay, so you're going to cut your hole from that first, then line it up on here, and then die cut using a smaller circle. All right, die cut the center so that these will overlap. Okay, and then we're going to fold this all up. All right, so the opposite end. So we're going to put our Designer Series paper. Let's go ahead and adhere this so you can get a better idea. Okay. Okay, layer, oops. Let's get in the camera view so you can see a little bit better. Okay. All right, then we're going to fold that. Okay, fold this down. And then fold the bottom pieces over. All right, kind of accordion fold it. And then our little 1/2-inch strip with our Terran tape. All right, go ahead and remove that and just close this. All right, don't close it yet because we need to put our vellum inside. All right, but that's what we're gonna do. So hang tight. All right, just put a little bit of adhesive here around the edges of your circle so that you can put your 3x3 pattern of the vellum. Tuck that right inside there. Okay. Now come over, hold that, close this on top, and there you have what will be your stand-up card. Okay, so the little accordion fold at the bottom creates the stand for the card to pop up. Isn't that cool? Super fun. All right, so now let's decorate this. We've got our lantern. All of these pieces were die cut here from the Lighting the Way bundle. All right, so we got our lantern. We'll put a couple of dimensionals on that. I'm going to use my black dimensionals, and I'm going to put one at the top of my lantern, and then I'm going to put 2 at the base. Okay, this is going to go right in the center of my card here. All right, and then we'll use, you can use little half sheet pieces of dimensional or use your minis. All right, and go ahead and put a mini on the back of each of your lightning bugs. All right, I went ahead and die cut 3 from the brush gold specialty paper. Okay. All right. And then the fun part is we get to place these wherever you like. So I thought the lightning bugs are kind of drawn to the light. Hi, Polly, how are you? So we are just placing these all around. All right, so I thought this design, I used the Lemon Lime Twist cardstock for the card base, and the elements here, the lantern and the lightning bugs, it kind of tones down this wild designer series paper here, but I love it. Again, I had the whole like thought of, you know, having the lantern in the garden in the evening, nice summer night, and the lightning bugs come out. And then check this out. I don't know if it'll show with the light here. Let me turn off my my little desk light and the light behind me. So should have gotten a little bit darker. I got some of the little battery operated tea lights from Dollar Tree, and well, that's what you got for $1. Some of them work and some of them don't, but let's switch this on. There we go. All right, so I got my little light glowing. All right, it'll fit right into my card. And then, I don't know if you guys can see that. All right, is it showing? How cool is that? Isn't it? It's not really neat to see if I can add something a little bit darker there so you can see the light glowing like the lantern is shining. Now, how neat would that look on your desktop or your mantle or something? I just thought that was the coolest little thing. All right, and of course, because you're using battery operated, you don't have to worry about catching your house on fire. All right, and then as far as leaving a message, it folds down. All right, it's going to fit into your standard envelope. All right, so just fits just like normal. And then on the back here, all right, so we're 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. So you'll use a 4 by 4 piece of basic white. Do I have some handy? All right, I have everything but a full sheet of basic white. Of course. All right, but you cut a piece of 4 by 4 piece of basic white to stick on the back, and then you can write your message on there. All right, so how fun is that for a summer card? Again, I love this Masterfully Made designer series paper. You get such different looks from it, but they're all bright and fun and gorgeous. All right, and like I said, if you place an order tomorrow using my host code, of course, if your order is over $150, then you don't need to use the code. You'll qualify for your own Stampin' rewards, your free product. But if you do that, I will send you a kit to make both of these cards, and third card here using the Masterfully Made with the Berry Burst shimmer paper that I had made a couple weeks ago. All right, so I'll send you if your order is over $35, you get the card kit to make each of these 3 cards. If your order is $75 or more, then you'll get that as well as your sampler. All right, and you can choose from Fresh as a Daisy or the Delightfully Eclectic. All right, so I will leave that for today. If you enjoyed these projects, make sure you give me the thumbs up, like, subscribe. Love it. I hope this was the Masterfully Made. I hope you felt that these projects were masterfully made. And just another little shout out too. Of course, we have the designer series papers, so you can get your Masterfully Made paper 15% off. The free shipping is on top of that tomorrow. And stay tuned on Friday. I will be doing my paper pumpkin. This actually just got delivered a few minutes ago before I went live. This was the June welcome in paper pumpkin kit that coordinates with the Countryside Inn Designer Series paper. So make sure if you're shopping during the sale tomorrow, add a pack of the Countryside Inn Designer Series paper, as well as that gorgeous embossing folder. And on top of that, speaking of paper pumpkin, the July kit is going to be called Fun in the Sun. It will feature fun fold cards for the very first time. Really awesome die cut images in here. There's crabs, there's palm trees, there's seashells and surfboards. A lot of fun elements. And if you do a prepaid paper pumpkin, you can do a 1 month, 3, 6, or 12 month prepaid subscriptions. If you order those tomorrow, you can get free shipping on those as well. All right, so just a highlight there. We'll be doing some paper pumpkin on Friday. I have to see, Facebook has been acting up on Fridays. I usually do my From the Heart Friday live on Facebook first and then upload it here to YouTube. However, this Friday, Facebook has decided it no longer wants to play nice, and it is not allowing me to download the video of these gorgeous fun fold cards that I made Friday. So I'm probably going to have to re-record the video and share those with you, or you can head over to my Just Be Creative Cardiology Facebook page and catch it there. All right, so there we have it. I will be sending out my newsletter to everybody on my mailing list here a little bit later today. So make sure you're subscribed. The link is also in the description there. Thank you, everybody. I know that was a lot today. Lots going on, but who doesn't love a free shipping flash sale? All right. If you have any questions for me, please reach out, and I look forward to stamping with you soon. All right. Take care. Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.